Am I audible, Archa?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcoming everyone to yet another episode of Rakshin Diaries. And today we have Archa here to share the insights that she got during our session in awareness on the POXO Act. So, good morning, Archa. Before we begin, can you just introduce yourself?
Yes, ma'am. I am Archa Ashok. I'm pursuing BSc Nursing in Government College of Nursing, Thiruvananthapuram. I'm a second semester student, and I'm from Kollam.
Okay, that's great, Archa. So, we had recently conducted the awareness session on POXO Act and gender equality in your college. And were you actually aware of the legislations in depth before we had conducted the session?
Ma'am, I was aware of POXO, but I didn't have a theoretical knowledge about it. Actually, I had general knowledge like what's the full form of POXO. We'll by heart it,
Okay.
right? Which I know.
Yeah.
I knew general knowledge about it, and I knew it was for protecting children, but I didn't know about it in detail.
Okay. So, since you were not aware of the legislations of the POXO Act in depth, what all additional informations did you got after you had attended the session on the same?
First and foremost, POXO stands for Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act. It was implemented in 2012, and it was such a revolutionary act that it defined what is child abuse, and it came up with a comprehensive law for all the offences against children. Then it also brought about many changes like child-friendly court, child-friendly investigations, etc. So it was such a revolutionary act.
Okay, that's great, Acha. So we had discussed during the session that around 90% of the child abusers were people who are very, who were the trusted individuals of their child. So what was the first thought that came in your mind when you heard about this statistical report?
Ma'am, it was quite surprising, but at the same time, I listened to these true crime podcasts. In Western countries and all, the offenses against children are mostly did by people in inner circle. So I had a slight idea about it, and there are also working nurses in my hostel. So as an amateur, I asked them about their experience. So without any confidentiality break, they generalized their experience by saying that you should be aware of the people who are also in your inner circle. You should be aware of your own father. He should be under watch. At that time, I didn't find it was like really important or anything. But after the session, I understood it was disturbingly true.
Okay. So, Asha, since you have got a very good hold on the topics that we discussed in the session, let me ask you, did you actually take the time to share this message to someone, maybe your siblings, your cousins, or maybe your friends?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, after the session ended, every day I would call my home and I will speak about the things that happened during the day. And I talked about it to my parents and also to my relatives. Then only I knew that they also don't have any kind of guidance on what to do if they come across a child abuse victim, or what should they do to save them, or how to identify a victim. They don't know anything about that. And I was quite surprised. It's a general fact that adults may know everything, but no, they didn't know about that. So I tried to advise them on the topic, and I also tried to share my knowledge to them. And I'm a person who personally thinks that everything should start from home. So that's exactly what I did. I tried to inform my people about it, and I advised them to share about this to every people they know.
Okay, so that's what we also aim to from your part. And my next question is that you might have heard about the obstacles to reporting, right? So, can you just enumerate on those obstacles that we usually face in reporting of such cases?
First and foremost, it's the mentality. The mentality of the parents. Like they'll be like, what would the future be like if our child is an abuse victim? Her future or his future is ruined. So their mentality should change first. And the next thing is the social stigma, and that is the people will start gossiping. Oh, look at this child, look at that child. They'll start gossiping about it, and the society will be like neglecting or ignoring them. And people,
Okay.
the first is social stigma, and second is mentality, and then we also have like the embarrassment
Yeah.
and
The shame that is
embarrassment to
imposed
tell
on
the
the victims.
yes, yes. And most of the
Yes.
time, parents don't really care about what their child is speaking. Like they'll be like, "Oh, it's
Hmm.
just child's talk." They won't
Okay.
empathetically listen to them, and that's also a problem
Okay.
that I have seen.
Okay. So, how will you try to convince a parent who comes with such an attitude?
Uh, I try to give all this knowledge that I have received from you guys. Like I'll be like,
Okay.
uh, you have to listen. Uh, Everything is not just child's talk. You should make sure that your child feels safe with you, safe enough to say that okay, I didn't like that person or I didn't like his
Yeah.
touch. I'll make sure that they'll try to understand their kids more.
Okay. Okay. That's great. And when we approach colleges for conducting this session, the question that we often encounter is that why are you taking this session, which is on POCSO Act, especially for the protection of children from sexual offenses. So it must be taken in schools, right? That's their usual attitude or approach towards us. But why do you think, Acha, that we are actually focusing the youth, those children above the age of 18 years, for spreading this information?
Actually, the law can only do uh, a little about it.
Yeah.
Are, if the criminals come out to the light, then the law can punish them. But
Yeah.
uh, the youngsters, if they can do
Mhm.
a lot more about it. Like they can provide a safe environment for the children. They can empathetically ask them about it, and the children will be more open with the
Yeah.
youngsters about their
Okay.
problems rather than the middle-aged population, I think. Then
Okay.
these are all the general things, and also uh, not one cry should be left unheard. In
Yeah.
every corner there should be a Rakshin. Like
Mhm.
not one kid's tears should be falling because of these kind of what disturbing reasons. And so I
Okay,
think
okay.
youngsters are really good for this process.
Hmm. Okay, that was a very empowering line that you said that each and every corner should actually have a Rakshin who is able to prevent any sorts of child sexual abuse. That's a great insight. And my next question is like, as you have said, children are under threat. They are facing such sexual abuses. Okay, they are unaware of the situation or they are unaware of their surroundings. They don't even know how to explain such situations if some sort of abuse takes place. So, how can we actually safeguard children from such offenses? What can we do for them, or what can we teach them to equip them?
First and foremost, we need to openly, like our society is really conservative, and they don't
Hmm.
really take sex education like as a priority. They'll be like, oh,
Yeah.
kids will be knowing it as they grow up, but that's not true. Kids should receive sex education in the appropriate ages, and they should know which part of the body should be like uh, what which part of the body is their own private parts. They should know about
Yeah.
it. They should have a general knowledge, uh, and
Okay.
also we should actively listen to them. Active listening is really
Hmm.
important, and they should have a safe environment in order to talk. Actually, we should provide a safe environment for them to talk to us,
Okay.
and these are all the
Okay. So, Acha, as a Rakshin, as a preventer of child sexual abuse, what changes can you bring to the society that a law or a judicial institution cannot bring in terms of the rampant cases of child sexual abuse?
Ma'am, actually, I was not a very observant person. I didn't actually care about my surroundings. But after the session, I
Okay.
began to observe more, like
Mm.
observe the behaviorisms, the mannerisms of the child, any kind of unnaturality in their behavior, or
Yeah.
are they behaving age appropriately? I began to observe them, and I really think
Okay.
I can help. I can actually see the signs if the person is an abuse victim, and I think I
Okay.
really can provide them the help they need now, like
Okay.
counseling, or maybe like if they need to what move legally. I can help them. I can help them with the helpline number, and I feel more confident because I got this information from the session. Like we can call the helpline number without any fear. So
Yeah.
I feel really confident in
Maintaining our,
helping.
yeah, maintaining our confidentiality anonymously, right? So that's
Yes,
actually a very good safeguard for people who are trying to report. Yes.
yes.
So that's all, Racha. We had a very great session with you, and I hope that you will implement all of these lessons in your career and become a great medical professional. Okay. Thank you so much for joining, and we hope that you'll continue this journey as a Rakshin. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for this opportunity. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.